Damn. And so I come to you with open arms, hoping to see what your love means to me. And so here
Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
I'll run down to the Super Duper Mart and pick some up.
Cute. I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
Oh my god.
What do you mean you're only fairly certain? Are they in there or not?
The glowing sea is so heavily irradiated, it's giving us echoed readings and false positives. We're just gonna have to trust the records on this one. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Well. We should inscribe here and then. Police station. Why don't you just make me
That location better be cleared out.
Affirmative.
Impressive. Keep proving your worth. I may start to trust you. Here, plenty more locations out there. If you need time to regroup...
Sure. I'm ready.
Roger that. Here's the data on the... Don't come back...
Operation Milestone. Help Parkview Lounge. Prescribe Hill.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelux scat off my boots.
Where is he?
Synths? FEV? Who knows what other sick projects the Institute's working on?
Synths? FEV? Who knows what other sick projects the Institute's working on?
Wish I was back at HQ. I feel a lot safer with the Brit.
Oh, come on. Where the hell are you?
Went hovering over my head.
Where the hell did Scribe Healing go? This is not where Scribe Healing is. Oh, she went. Yeah, okay. Let's just go here first and give him the serum, which I cannot because I am inside a building. Let's go out, fast travel, go out, fast travel. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Baby. Wow. 95. Edge of glowing sea. Ah shit, we have to go. Do. I'm losing my mind. Yeah. But you gotta do.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark the location on your map.
Hey. Over. Move here.
Hitch.
What are you building?
Something that's not of your concern. No, I don't have screws, man. Oh, did I just... Stupid. don't want to kill you. Why am I making omelettes? Why is he looking at me?
Hey.
Looks like Liberty Prime's coming along. Can't wait to see him smash the Institute.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into Cambridge Police Station.
How've things been over there?
Pretty well, actually. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? They still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
I hope this plan works.
Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Scribe Halen?
I'll be listening for your signal. Watch your back out there.
Shoot them into space.
Make sure you take plenty of radiation protection with you.
My face is protection enough. I mean, I look like a ghoul. Oh, come on. I thought I saw it. Oh, I did not thought I saw. Because I did saw Red Scorpion. Oh, bitch! How? How are they faster than me?
Come here! Let me end your suffering!
Yeah, come on. You dead asshole.
Taking damage! Another victory for the Brotherhood.
So where is the Extura? I mean, I don't like Red Scorpions. They're OP. Especially the fucking Stalker. The guy's so OP. Die. I miss. How is that possible? It's changing color. Why is there so many places in the page? How are they? I'm still wondering how Child of Adam survives that kind of radiation. Holy shit. Let's go here. I gave you a serum, man. I'll give you your serum. Oh. Virgil. I am back, bitch. Why don't you just look me in the middle?
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what...
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
How are you going to test it?
On myself, of course. That was the plan. This serum will only counteract the specific strain of FEV that I infected myself with. There's no telling what it might do to anyone else. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days. Maybe you... In any event, you kept your end of our bargain.
Uh-huh. Hey.
I'm going to get some rest.
But I did not steal anything. Oh, the bigger.
Protect and serve. Do not attempt to flee. Justice
What did I
will
do?
Be administered swiftly and
Help me.
fairly.
What have I done? But he didn't try to get the item. Oh, come on.
Well, I'm glad...
The interceptor worked. It was rough. Got it right here.
That's it. That's...
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
150, 172, 150 electric energy. That's good.
How are you going to test it?
On myself,
what?
This serum.
Uh-huh.
All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
What is this?
Well,
How long will it...
I don't know. I'm gonna... In any event.
Protected, sir. You can change the game's difficulty at any time. Oh, it's not. Why, Elena? Can't go that way, but I did not know. What is this body? Yo, stupid dog. No! Aliens. There's gonna be ghouls. Yep. Elevator is not functioning. Oh shit, Sherlock. No shit. chances of death is pretty high. I should have just played it. Yay!
Excellent.
5 radiation resistance. What are those? Yeah, let's just open up one. What? Must remain closed during launch. What do you mean launch? He's gonna fall, huh? What? He didn't fall. No, it wasn't. That means blast door. How are we gonna... Oh. What is the launch sequence? Are those missiles, nukes, or what? Are those? Oh, Rabbit the Mole Rat. it's a big nuke. Is that what they need? How can I go down? I mean, I can go down, but I can't go up. So maybe there's another exit. Hey, you're alive, man. Oh. Shout out Phantom. What's he doing here? This big ass nuke. Rabbit walrus. Rabbit walrus. Easy. What? Oh, that's fast. That's fast. He's fast. He's fast. Where the hell did he go? You gave me scared, boy. Oh, damn. No bombs. Oh.
That's it.
I mean, it's a... Never mind.
Yo, get him. Hey, get him!
We're close. Bruh. I'm gonna die. Let's try this. Death. What? I did not die. What the fuck? almost gonna die. Getting squished. I guess I did.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
Who's Atom?
Atom is all. He is the bringer of light, the great divider. He is the infinite worlds within.
Uh-huh. I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. This place is holy. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the great...
Sure. What's this great divide?
One day, Atom will return.
Just in case.
And his touch upon the earth will bring... His glow will spread. It will illuminate, and it will birth in...
Trust me, I'm on your side here. I want to help you out.
Atom has no need of help. When he returns to us, these relics will carry his word and his... That is why they must...
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Perhaps then I have misjudged you. If you would see these relics used, then Atom's will is done. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it may Atom's radiance...
Sir? 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 Sir?
Right.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately.
A lot of nukes. The non-believers. Those are the OP ones. Can't catch me now, bitch.
Make sure you take plenty of radiation protection with you.
Halen?
Might appear
Keep your head down and get us those
but
bombs.
I can assure you, the Institute
I'll be
will
listening
face
for your
his wrath.
signal. Watch your back out there.
Hey. Oh, Procter Ingram. I mean, later it's gonna be a do or die mission.
I hope your pooch knows where to do his business. If not,
Procter Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Procter Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
Are you sure this is safe?
Of course. I've checked every connection, every circuit myself. Prime will hold together.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
You really want me to destroy the world?
Hey.
Ready to destroy the world? Every day.
Liberty Prime, back online.
All right, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning: nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning: power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders.
What is it?
Compromised.
Green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I could kill him, no problem. As long as he bleeds to death, that's fine. Robots don't bleed.
Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Prydwen's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute. Before you head off to your next assignment, I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
Medic pump.
You think I'll need it for my next assignment?
I don't know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Prydwen. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you... And thank you, Knight. Without you...
Make me Paladin. Liberty Reprimed. That's a nice picture. I mean, anyway. Yay. We go for Elder Max. Blind Betrayal.
Glad to see you returned safely from the Institute, brother.
What is this? I've been informed for me and I should report it. Blind Betrayal. Wonder what that shit is. I'm gonna say no to who?
Sir.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Am I being accused of something?
That remains to be seen. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse... I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Isn't there some other way?
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor. And this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be... And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
I don't want a promotion, but how could we not know dance was? Oh my god, that's a big plot twist. Like, what? What? Nani? Oh my god, what? Oh my god, what? Nani? Dance?
Attention! This is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
So what if I kill Kate?
Anyone found in
Knight.
possession of
I was
undocumented
told you were
technologies
coming.
will be subject to
Sorry
inquiry
about this
and punishment.
business with Dance.
What do you know about this situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, it appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Dance under the heading MC. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale.
Sure.
I'm certain this comes as quite a...
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, as you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited. You may want to get comfortable. This could take...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity.
Sure.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't have time to discuss it right now, Halen.
Why? In too much of a rush to pull the trigger? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna... There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom.
Scribe Halen! You're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have... Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us...
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you do?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Change of heart, Halen?
Just following orders, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll...
If you'll follow me, sir.
Yes, I will.
Knight.
Let's save Dance.
How is the research patrol?
I'm gonna save Dance. I don't care who says what or what says who. I'm gonna save Dance, even if it means destroying the brother and killing Maxwell. Nah, I'm just kidding. It depends. I really want to save Dance. He's a good guy. Maybe he's one of those self-aware synths.
Sense FEV.
I'm at the flight deck, boyo.
If Dance ran away, he must be guilty. We better find him before he reveals our secrets to the Institute.
No, I trust Dance. I trust him. Oh, come on, please don't tell me I have to wait for it to get out and then go in. Oh my god. Pride. Yeah, I have to wait for her to get down before... Oh my god. This... What? No, no, good.
Attention. Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
Oh. Flight deck. Down. I thought outside. Key. Well, is it a flight deck outside? I mean, yeah, the front. That's...
Scribe?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I've known Paladin Danse ever since he trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to... He's earned my admiration. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or...
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you...
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I'll just have to trust that when the time comes... Before the Pribwin showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern front. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
I know you'll do the right thing.
Oh, come on. Oh, I've been there. Damn, I forgot it's... I think it's an excellent... I'm an expert or masters. Well then I guess I need to level up. Until I get the expert.
If I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me doing 100 push-ups.
Let's go to the bathroom. What the fuck? What the hell just happened? A nerve effect jump attack. Nani? You can mix and match all different kinds of power armor pieces on a single frame. And add most of those pieces to increase their effectiveness. But still, how did they die?
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't...
I'm gonna say dance.
Take prisoners.
Why are my answers so aggressive? Like... Traitor? Orders are orders. Dude! Oh, Bakugan. There's a lot. Yep. God damn it, I'm gonna die. It's the one with the heart. Lock. Protect and stop. That's new. Oh. What? Wasn't it? Wasn't it this strong? Never mind. It was expert.
Going down.
I guess he's one hell of a hacker. Please don't kill me, dance. God, so help. Or so help me, God.
All it right there.
Hold it right there. Oh no, why did I...
Warning. Hostiles in area.
Disgusting. What am I supposed to be finding?
Extermination is the best these ferals deserve.
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Dance?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even want me alive?
Of course not. Synths are the enemy, remember?
All too well. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example. not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example.
I can't tell if that's the human or the machine talking.
The fact that you're confused only strengthens my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences. Maxson's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing. If you refuse to follow Maxson's orders, you're undermining. I can't allow that to happen on my...
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Haylen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxim will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get...
But you know that you can go for... Yeah, even though you go... Yeah, even though you went to the railroad, brother is still here. You could actually come to me in my settlement. I can help you. There were some institute guys. How did you get there, Dance? Oh wait, where's the corpse? There's gotta be a dead guy around, right? He's dead anyways. Radexman. Drugs.
Going up.
Oh.
Ground floor.
All day. All day. All day. God damn it. What the hell? God damn. Hello.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
How did you find us?
When I sent you to execute this machine, I suspected you'd have difficulty following my orders. Now that I've arrived, it appears that my instincts were correct. What did it say to you that made you betray the Brotherhood? Why is it still alive?
He's not a thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Dance to a nuclear bomb?
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. Place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
Why?
If he dies, what happens to me?
Given the circumstances, I'd be willing to overlook this lapse in judgment. The fact that Dance's true nature was hidden from you isn't your fault. Now make your decision, or I will.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was a robot.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Just listen to me. If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Run, motherfucker, run. Well, Dance, I saved your ass.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Haylen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood.
Sure.
The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Hey.
You're one hell of a soldier.
I know that. Like, you don't even need to tell me that because I already know that. Kill all sins. Something wrong because not everybody. I'm gonna blast your head off if you don't shut up.
Don't despair, brother. We're...
Yeah. Yeah.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
You're not gonna have him killed behind my back, are you?
I'm a man of my word, Knight. If he remains invisible to the Brotherhood of Steel, he has nothing to fear. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement.
Oh, I'm a paladin
His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Oh.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity. I trust you won't disappoint them. In any event, we still have the instant. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential. Report to him immediately. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Blind Batariel. So I can order rice around then. Yes, and this. Brotherhood of Steel.
Attention, this is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan. That is all.
No.
I do hope you're keeping a watchful eye on this.
I found some tech.
And they're in one. Here are the caps. Remember, check every building.
Your promotion was well-deserved, Paladin.
Hopefully the next recovery team will bring back some decent supplies. Been having to get real creative lately.
Hi.
There are days I miss being out in the field. Usually during lunches.
I'm pleased to see Maxon's promoted you to Paladin. You deserve it, brother.
I'm too busy to speak right now.
I am a paladin. But what does a paladin do? My dog eats bloatfly. So is this my room? Yeah, I guess it is my room. Freedun.
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed.
Hey.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot, and it leaves that memorable ozone smell behind. Can't believe that Dr. Lee's returned to the Brotherhood. I thought she was a traitor.
Oh my god, where the hell is he? No. What the hell are you?
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
No.
Do you think Dance's execution was justified?
It's quite obvious Dance was a traitor. Or at the very least, a turncoat in the making. That machine's presence was endangering this ship and its crew. So it needed to be dealt with, swiftly and without mercy. Your actions in this matter were not only justified, they were vital to our mission. With all of that behind us, we can shift our focus back to our wartime preparations.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat, the Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the Railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces, with a knack for disappearing when cornered. Worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Do they all have to die?
Absolutely. It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on PAM's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put PAM's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
Anything useful you can tell me about PAM?
We have very little information on it. Its primary function is supposed to be using mathematical calculations in order to predict future events. I have no idea how successful it was, but if the Railroad's been using PAM for this long, it's gotta be... I'm sure Proctor Quinlan would be pleased to have it in his...
I think that should be sufficient information. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you're no good at hacking PAM's systems, you should take someone with you who can.
What does everybody want everyone dead? That's just fucked up. I mean, at least the railroad is nice.
Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
God damn it. No. Does that mean I sided with... And I can't fast travel to him anymore. Please tell me autosave got it. Let's just see and try. Okay. But I don't want to kill them. We're gonna start the Brotherhood then. Come on, please tell me that's... Please. Please make me rewrite my mistakes.
Let's do this.
Secure the area. Damn it!
I'm gonna go with... Oh my god. How did this happen? I can't go back anymore. No. What is this? Oh, it's outside. Yes, 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 yes. Good, 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 good. We still have time. I think I saved here. Now we're just gonna do it all again. Doctors are gated, so let's provide something.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why is this...
He's still alive. Because you're...
Him! Dance. It wasn't born from the womb of flesh.
Sure.
By attempting to play...
After all
You're the physical... Look around you, Dan. Millions. Perhaps they called it a new frontier. Can't you see? You're a single...
Dance shares the same belief.
Don't be so naive. How can you trust the word of a machine? A machine that's had its mind those...
It's true. But when I saw and when I heard, don't you understand? From the moment I was...
It's too late for that. The Institute. I don't intend. My orders...
Right. It's all right. You convinced me. Whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you execute...
After all this time...
Very well.
Whether he's human or not, Dan saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers.
You're a stubborn man. So, allowing Dance to live, undermine, which leaves me, Dance, as far as you were pursued. From this day, should you do we?
I do. Thank you for...
Don't mistake. The only... I'm returning to... Take some time. We still have...
Run, bitch.
Hey.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to me.
Friends take care of each other.
That they do. Which is why I didn't plan on spending the rest. Besides, now, if you ever need...
Goodbye, Dan.
Farewell. I hope the next time...
Yeah, we're gonna finish this video. We're gonna do this fast.
Don't let Maxson's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, this conversation, as far as the Brotherhood of Steel is, do you understand?
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution, that his quarters, congratulate.
Where did Dance keep his power armor?
I'm certain you can find it in Proctor Ingram's section of the ship. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected. I trust you in any event. While the finishing, report to him ad Victoria.
I'm gonna get that power armor. This will be the deciding mission. Fate that decides the world's decisions. I am with the railroad.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Attention.
Shut up.
Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
This is Paladin lenses. Custom made. Lenses. Paladin lens. Increases perception.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the Capital Wasteland.
Stop the Institute. For Maxson and for the Brotherhood.
Let's go home.
Seems to be growing well.
Work to do. Can't talk now.
I need to assign someone to this.
What are you building?
Wait, I might have given some
Hey.
items to Doggo. Yep. That's what I was saying, but it's too late. you? This is it. This is gonna be a war, boyos.
Hey, X4.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
So who am I gonna kill? Oh, ghouls! Fucking super mutant. It's a fucking war.
Only opens with a key.
How do I get in? All this for 4 6. kill one of them so you can kill them.
Cricket.
Got a hankering for melting face? And I'm your girl.
Really? You're gonna sell it in the middle of a war? Well, never mind, please judge.
Hey.
Raiders will think twice about the double cross after what you did at the prep school. Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading
Kessler,
there.
where the hell are you hiding? It's your freaking settlement. Save it. Just have to destroy everything, huh? Utility basement. Why you not lock it?
Let's do this.
Over here! Over here!
It's freaking World War.
Taking fire! Not!
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
I mean, nobody's gonna kill me.
Terminating any hostile life form.
Systems offline.
Nuts.
Fuck you. The Brotherhood's useless.
Hi.
We're not backing down. We're gonna protect what's ours.
Hey there.
Huh?
Ate my bite.
Yeah?
Yeah?
How are the turrets destroying me?
I can't believe you do that for us. Thank you.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Thank you for sparing us.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Of course it's Sylvia. I'll save everyone. I didn't kill the Brotherhood agent, so that's fine. I need to be shot, like, you know, dramatic effect.
Hey.
You better let me have a look at you. Not many doctors out there on the road.
Patch me up, Doc.
Tell me your symptoms.
Got roughed up.
Huh. You look fine, but... Oh, wait. Yep, that's gonna need to be set back in place. Come on, let's get...
Uh-huh.
Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
That was it.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Hey again. Step right up. Little bit of everything from all over. Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
Yes?
Hey there. Hey.
My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here.
From what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia is a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Rotonda. CIT Rotonda.
Is someone present?
What's that?
Movement detected. Curious.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Hey, I know this.
You hit like a rad rope! Smashing, smashing!
Targeting sensors fully operational.
Just stand still! Hell, you'll pay for that!
No life signs detected.
Where the fuck should I go?
Scanning. Subject identified.
Greetings, sir.
This is outside. Where the hell should I go? So outside then. It says upstairs. Oh my god. Where the hell is it? Ruins of CIT.
operating at full capacity.
There you are.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. Look, the only hope for you...
So why come out here?
To put things in perspective.
Right.
Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued both of us.
Uh-huh. But why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you... I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here. To not only do so, but manage to find me. Extraordinary.
Why let me out now? After all this time?
Well, that's hard to explain. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. I suppose an experiment of sort. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me?
Uh-huh. Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Soon, I hope you'll understand. A future which I hope is not... Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you...
We got our asses kicked. Does it matter how?
The chances of failing this mission were so astronomically low that yes, it does matter. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no... I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only... Speaking of which... It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate... I'll be waiting.
Uh-huh.
I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Maybe I shouldn't have finished the robot yet, at least. Maybe.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Maybe I should have taken this guy. Maybe. But I'm almost finished anyways. I don't know. Yeah, let's go for this. But Chris. Yeah, we're gonna go a lot of talking. We're gonna do a lot of talking.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Remember, health and happiness
Sean,
go hand
Let's
in
get
hand.
this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Then go.
Call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir. Scanning unknown identity.
You need to die.
Clearance confirmed.
There's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things outside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. The project has been classified for quite a long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has...
yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is... Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise. I'm sorry to say
No! You can't
please,
be serious!
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you.
Right. You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything. We can talk more later. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest. To that end, I am...
Oh,
what?
Boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
I am the leader of the Institute.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Wait, is that a threat or is that advice or what? Me, leader of the Institute. Well, first I have to tell you, I'm gonna save everybody. You can't stop me. Nobody can. I will save as much people as I can.
I had no idea.
I know this is... Well,
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to...
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like.
There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment.
That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially.
I'm gonna save everybody. Mankind redefined. Well, that sucks. Well, that sucks more. Oh, man. What the fuck, man? What? How is that?
I had no idea.
I know this is...
I'm sorry, Father.
I can do the job.
Of course you can.
There's no question that some of the...
That's why there are hard...
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
What the hell is this operation about?
Hey, relax. We wouldn't send you off without the proper information. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
What's a beryllium agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Nice. Work bringing that rogue synth back.
Okay. Now this is a life and death decision. I'm gonna inform the Brotherhood. I guess I'm gonna be an enemy. The Brotherhood anyways. But I don't know.
I don't know about Scrod.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Danse has been settled, we can return to our primary. Come back here now, Paladin. This briefing isn't over.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Lancer Captain Kells wants to speak to you. Better not keep him waiting, Paladin. Lancer Captain Kells wants to
Captain
speak
Kells?
Ah,
Better not
Paladin.
keep him waiting, Paladin.
Good.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good. Because now, they're small, but our tactical... If we strike them...
Fine, but it hardly seems worth our time.
The railroad may not appear to be a threat. Destroying the rail... To that end...
Should have buried those idiots when I was dealing with the chip.
Yes. It's quite disappointing that you allowed them. When you're ready, they'll provide demo... Ad Victor...
Proctor Ingram.
If you find anything interesting in the railroad headquarters, don't forget to bring it back here. Try and get Pam back here in one piece.
Oh my god, that's not what I even wanted. Well, I guess I have to destroy the Brotherhood.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter.
Attention. Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Elder.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Hail, Paladin. I understand how you must be feeling, brother. Danse betrayed us all. Paladin.
Proctor Tegan.
Were you successful?
Yes, sir. The crops will be available when harvested.
I knew you'd get that job done. Here are your caps. As per plenty of farms out there to cross off the list, if you're interested. Those farmers don't know how good they have it. They aren't risking their lives for...
I'm looking for some fun.
Sure, I've got some...
should hold. Thank you, sister.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood?
Oh, God. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea.
It's forecast.
Excuse me.
Explorer. Rocket and sledgehammer. This is death. Well, I'm wasting my time. Here then. Yep, we're gonna destroy Brotherhood. Why is that fast? And then it's slow and going up. What the hell? It's freaking slow. Sorry, Brotherhood. We had a good run. That's really cool. But what if I'm getting punched by this one and I blocked it with my arms? That's gonna hurt, right?
You were right. The Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
What are you doing here? Now I can kill power armor, guys.
What was that? Shooter alert! Target located.
Where's my dog? The fuck? Ah shit, I don't have. My god, no space.
For Elder Max.
Ad Victoriam!
Oh my god, lag. Yep. Yep. Well, anyways, good night. I'm gonna sleep.